Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us this fine evening on the Grand Valley State University Valorant Premiere broadcast. I am Ben Robar, Imperium, with our good friend David White here, Deltadoid. Just wanted to, at the start of the stream, take a second to shout out the GVSU Student Philanthropy Week this week, ending this week on the 30th. During this week, participating student organizations are raising funds for their organizations or a GVSU cause they are passionate about. This year, GVSU Esports is fundraising to garner funds for a plethora of different activities such as attending LANs, jerseys, stuff of that general nature. Food. Everyone loves food. So if you are so inclined, please check out the GVSU philanthropy link. I believe that link is in the Discord for us all to donate, and we would really appreciate it. I believe that after the fundraising campaign is over, if we have the most contributions, we get a little bit extra cheddar from the university. Don't quote me on that, but I have heard that. So please, if you are able and willing, share that link with your family, your friends, anybody who may have a little bit of money to throw around, and we would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So getting into this game, we have the Lakers against Fisher University, Fisher College. They are the Falcons. So unfortunately, we did not have a chance to really meet with the team before this event. However, from last week, we do know that the Lakers are very prepared for Haven and Abyss. So we are expecting to see those maps come out, hopefully, unless the other team did their homework.
Now, Abyss is a fairly new map,
Yeah.
relatively. Like, what does it look like to prepare for something like that for a team that's, not necessarily getting the funding that like a Tier 1 team would get for preparation and things like that?
Yeah, and I personally have not spent that much time on the map. It's very dangerous. It's very difficult to not fall off. I've fallen off quite a few times myself.
I fall off on purpose sometimes. It's quite fun.
You fall off on purpose sometimes.
Well, I'm a jet main, so I get to float around.
Okay, yeah. You have like a little updraft. I like to do on towards the A side of the map, I believe. If you jump around like that corner with Omen, you can teleport back onto the site. I really enjoy doing that. But I hope that we are able to get into the game soon. Last week, we did have a few words from Coach Skyax. I'm not sure if you caught that, so I'm just going to reiterate those points here. Our lovely president, who is unfortunately able to join us this evening, asked him some questions, and the first question is, how's your time at Grand Valley Ben? And SkyX took the time to talk about how important the teamwork and communication has been from both the Premier team and the Game Changers team. And we love the Game Changers team here. We love the Premier team here. So we're just excited that the coach is loving them as well. So what kind of agents are you looking for tonight, David?
Well, I'm interested to see what kind of Haven comp they're cooking up. If it's going to be the standard that's been played for a long time, or if they add some, more fun picks like Yoru or, Killjoy and Cypher could be kind of interchangeable. But I'd love to see a Vice if it's pickable. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how she does. I've heard that she does well as a second Sentinel, so that could be something we could see as well.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to see Vice. I actually have not played against, nor have I seen anything about Vice since the kind of agent announcement from Riot.
Yeah, Haven can be a playground for a lot of those agents where it's, the map is so established and so the comp is so static. It's just one of those things where the comp can be so static. But Abyss, I don't think there's a locked meta. Like, we've had one real Tier 1 event where it's been a map that's been able to be played. So I want to see the wildest things they can think of. I don't know if you watched much of the Ascension tournament, but M80 on Lotus had 3 Sentinels.
Okay.
And that's just one of the things that I just love to see, just a variety of different things. I don't love to see 3 Sentinels when I play ranked, because that means that I'm going to be playing the slowest game in the world. But for a coordinated team game like this, as opposed to solo queuing ranked, I think it's going to be quite interesting.
What teams are you looking for our team to hopefully pull some inspiration from in comp-wise?
I think that PRX is I'm a big fan of PRX and their ability to, just hold W and shoot. That's always fun to see.
Shoot them with guns, yeah.
And, we're going into this match a little bit of the underdogs against Fisher University, so I'm hoping to see some, creative plays, big solo plays, that kind of thing. That's my goal.
That's right. And just like David stated, we are coming into this match a little bit of the underdogs, but if you've been watching GVSU Esports for a while, you know that we are no strangers to being in the underdog position. So I'm excited to see...
We're also no strangers to love, incredibly enough.
I am excited to see what we're going to be able to cook up tonight. I hope that we will be able to take it home against the Fisher. I hope that we do get to 3 maps, though, because I love seeing high-level Valorant. It'll be really interesting to see what the opposing team is cooking up. Like I said, they are the Falcons, and for the most part, I will refer to them as such from here on out.
Maybe Fisher if we're feeling particularly
If we're
adventurous.
feeling a little silly, we might call him Fisher, the Fishies. If we're kind of stomping on him a little bit, I'd like to throw a little bit of banter towards the other university, or college.
I am rooting for GV, obviously, as a proud alum of the university, but I am cheering for a 2-1 as well.
Yes,
I love
yes.
to see. I love to see a close match.
2-1 is ideal. It would be cool to see us maintain the momentum from last week where we won 26-0 against
brutal.
Who? I don't remember. But it doesn't matter because they haven't won a round yet in this tournament, in case you were not familiar. So it'll be really, really, really great to see what we are able to do tonight. So thank you all for watching us, and I hope that we'll be able to get into the game soon. He's lying. He's just lying.
I lie for fun.
So, hello. You're back to us again. If you notice, we are wearing polar opposite shirts.
We did
kind of
plan
funny.
that.
We did not plan that.
We did plan that.
We just both wore these shirts to work today. So,
it sounds like we're getting into the game. They're at least in a lobby together, so we should be getting into it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
I've never casted Valorant before. This will be my first time. I've casted other things throughout the years. I've done a little bit of speedrun commentating for various events.
You did speedrunning
I did speedrun, but I also commentated events, a couple of races, GDQ, that kind of thing. I've commentated Rocket League before. I was the caster for GV before we had this nice studio. I was sub when I got busy with my course load and everything like that. So, I'm here to have fun, here to have a good time. I get to stand on the GVSU side of the TV. So.
Yeah. One thing that's important to remember is that, important to know, I think, is that Deltadoid is actually a founding member of the esports club. So he has been part of this club since, literally forever. He was literally there when they signed the first Constitution.
The Constitution, yeah. So going into my freshman year of college, way back in 2017, that was the first year that Psyonix announced Collegiate Rocket League, and so I signed up alone. I didn't know anyone at the university, obviously. And so by the time I got back to, school, when I came to school for the first time, I had 2 more teammates, and all of a sudden I had, some close friends that I lasted for the full time I was there. Yeah, it's just a good time. It looks like we are getting into the game.
Okay, it looks like we've been in the game for a little while now. Not sure exactly what has happened up to this point. A little bit of some technical difficulties here. Don't worry, guys. This is only the second Valorant stream of the year. If you were here last week.
It sounds like production is working on the ability to do this as well.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Player cams. Look at that. Our team, obviously, is all in person. Across from them is not the other team, just in case that is confusing.
Yes, and shout out to Campus View. I believe they are one of the primary sponsors of the Grand Valley State University esports program, as you can tell by the Campus View cam. So shout out to Campus View. I lived there for a good few years myself. Great place to live, great place to be. So thank you to Campus View for sponsoring our teams.
I've been to Campus View, being at Grand Valley for multiple years, longer than 4 years, I'll be honest. They're nice campus apartments out there. If you need a place to live, I would recommend it, especially since they're giving money to us directly. We're doing this for free, but the club needs to survive. Who's going to pay the electricity bills for those monster PCs they got going?
And all the lights that are in this room.
And all the lights. There's more lights. We turned some off to make it look so good.
Yeah, and we do look good.
Oh, we look good. Yeah, looking forward to getting back into the game. I saw it was 0-5. I'm not sure which way it was going, but the team with 0 had a chamber ultimate online, which is always a boon when you are
And
holding sites like this on the defensive side.
I do unfortunately believe that was the Lakers, because I saw Dak there in the far right, top right-hand corner with the chamber ultimate, which I am unfortunately forgetting, the Tour de France, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, I believe that he had that ultimate pulled out. So, unfortunately, it does look like the Lakers are down a bit. It looks like the defenders did call a timeout, so that was likely called by our Laker coach.
Good plan. Good plan if you're down 0-5.
Yep.
Oh, yep, look at that, Sky X.
Yes, we do have game audio, and looks like we're all back into the game, everybody.
No, we do not have game audio, it does not seem.
Well, I heard a spray.
Oh,
yeah,
there it is.
We do
There
have
we go.
game audio. We were just in
Just
a
a little
timeout, so
quiet,
there
yeah.
wasn't much going on.
All right.
Perfect here. So we are into the game, it looks like. We do have the
Chamber
attackers.
ultimate was gone to the wayside as we move into round 7 here.
Yes, rather unfortunately, it does look like that ult did not get much
Careful.
done. Well, not enough to win the round anyways. We see the attackers here, the Falcons about to push C long. And we did get the Haven, just like we were talking about. How do you feel about this composition right now?
I'm pretty standard on the attacking side. I do love to see the chamber side for dual pop, but hard to say. Jet updrafting over the chamber trips there, going in with a Sova Dart as we flood into the site back. This is an equal buy round. We did have operators and vandals online.
Spike planted.
These comps are looking mostly similar. It's the same, except for one side has the double initiator and one side has that double sentinel. I do feel as though that is lending itself very well to the attack side here for the Falcons. You can tell they're really taking advantage of all that pushing utility.
And the breach ult is used towards CT to make sure that they can't retake as efficiently as they would like, as Blue Dragon gets taken out
Last
there.
player
Yes,
standing.
the
It is a 1v3
Falcons
lead.
are just unfortunately taking out our Lakers with short order. Hopefully the Lakers will be able to come back from this. I believe that
Trust me,
if we get down to the half and it's looking
When
like a
they do,
12-0 half
take
or a
advantage.
10-2 half, then we should take some time during that 45 seconds or so break on that half and just take some time to kind of refocus ourselves, allow ourselves to get back into the swing of things, and remember that map 2 is a different map.
Yeah,
goes
and
here.
it looks like the top frag on the other team over there, Limp, is 11-0. So maybe the game plan from here can be shutting
Okay,
that guy down,
let's get
making sure
set
he
up.
can't get any work done as he's kind of running us over here. I know when I'm in the situation where I'm getting run over, you have to change something up. You know, make a play that doesn't make any sense, but can be useful. And there we go, 1 for 1. Taking out the operator is always a good play. But,
1 for 1 unfortunately does kind of favor the attackers though, because it is easier for them to push with 4 than it is for us to hold 3 sites with 4.
True,
But still,
especially
good
on
pick.
Heaven.
Some decent damage was done onto the enemy team.
and Neil getting out
Yes,
alive.
one
Here.
thing that I believe is important to mention is that once you are able to shut down that player that's kind of the,
Oh, look
the
at that
top
Brimstone
carry on the
looking
other enemy team,
Or Breach. Yeah, Breach coming in from the back there, Dory. Had lurked up A long with no info from the GV side.
and it does look like the Falcons are just going to collapse on this site off that pick.
That would be the right play in my opinion. The Breach already all the way through A site. It's hard to make a call other
Spike
than that once that's
planted.
completely secured. Especially against an eco buy when you don't have to worry
Silly.
about close ranges because he's already cleared.
That's right.
Short.
Great
and
pick
CT.
from the Cypher on Cypher action.
Oh yeah, Cypher difference I would say.
That's right. The quick 1D from Adam really showcases that the Lakers are still a formidable team. They just haven't been able to get anything rolling so far on this
Yeah,
defensive
just
half.
need to get into the groove of the game here.
And-
Our feed is frozen, so hopefully
Yes.
it's been exciting watching the rest of the game. Going into the next round, it's hard to say that the Lakers would win this one,
Yeah.
just based on the numbers alone. But 3v3 low,
Hopefully they'll be able to pick up some guns.
Yeah.
They'll be able to pick up some guns, sort the econ situation out just a little bit. Here we are back to our player cams. We do see the game is still ongoing, so it's good that the issues are only on the production side. We do have the view here of our Lakers in the Laker Esports Center. Shout out to Grand Valley State University for their amazing support of the esports program. It does look like we have the Rolling Thunder online here for Rye Hurd, it looks like.
very exciting times. Back when
Yeah.
I was a young baby-faced freshman in college, there were 10 of us total by the end of the year, and we had started up the esports club, and so to see it at this scale is very impressive, very fun to see.
I completely agree with you.
I
completely agree with you. I think that even from when I joined, back in 2018, the club was nothing compared to what it was when I rejoined in
Yeah.
2021. It's absolutely fantastic to see how much the university is committed to the growth of the esports here and how much we are able to elevate ourselves to the next level and become hopefully a destination for esports players all around the state.
Yeah, and it's looking like this is going to be an attacker side comeback for the Lakers here. When you're down by this much, sometimes it is best to just kind of try and get your ones, get your confidence back, try and swing with confidence, get your picks, and just hope for the best. It looks like Dak is as close to his monitor as he physically can be, and I'm sure that's all helping the cause here.
That's
in terms of getting your focus back in.
That's right, and I do know some people prefer to play with the monitor up that close. I'm not one of those people.
I am one of those people. It is very fun to be able to only see my crosshair.
I'm just not. That's just not for me. It's just too close for me. But hopefully the Lakers were able to pick up that round. I do see fist bumps coming out.
Yep.
So defusal. Does the defuse coming through?
I think it does come through. Otherwise, they would be running away much faster. Very nice work, Lakers. We were able to see that camera on monitor action. I believe that is our first round.
Yes, it does look
and
like
that's all it takes.
Yeah.
8 or 9 is all they get. Not quite sure how many.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step, and that single step was taking that round from the attackers there.
There we go. Yeah, Haven, I always feel like can be, it's a very even.
Flippy.
Yeah, it's an even map, in terms of what you got. It's really dependent on the comp, but also you just get to go to the attacking side and sort of make the calls from there. It's nicer to go down into attack when you are down rounds as opposed to going into defense when you have a little bit more autonomy, especially on a 3-site map like this. It should be a good fight on the attacking side.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that 3 sites forces you to adapt in a way that is kind of uncomfortable to an extent. I certainly felt that way when the game first came out. Haven was one of the original maps that released.
We have some game audio now coming our way. I hope that's been going on the stream. Looks like Dory is planting right now in a 3v5 for the Lakers. It looks like we will have a double flank from the Sentinels, breaking the trip. That'll give away at least one position, and we've got one more coming in Heaven A right now.
Yep. Hopefully we're just able to get some exits here, make it a little bit more expensive for them. I highly doubt that they have anything except for full creds over there for the Falcons, but we will hopefully be able to cause some damage, make it hurt just a little bit. We do have the opposing Sova running into...
And Ryherd was able to hear that. That's why he was throwing that stun out. Likely they think that they're saving.
Last player standing.
Reflank from the Cypher. Likely timing the Heaven guy through B there on the way out.
Yeah, that is... I didn't even see that on the minimap, I'm going to be honest with you. He must have snuck through it,
yeah. Rough start here for us, but 9-3 is an easy W. That's
right, the 9-3 curse. It exists as long as you think it does.
Yeah.
So
and if they think it does, we're in the clear.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just all about trying to make their mental boom just a little bit. So if we're able to get a couple of picks on Jett, not allow Jett to play the game, even though they're top frag and they're playing exceptionally well, if they just start to slowly lose their confidence, they'll start playing worse, and then all of a sudden you go from 11-0 to 11-14.
No, it feels bad. Everyone's been terrible. But we would like to make them feel bad, only in the frame competition. But Nemo going down to the Sova ultimate there. Off rip is a pretty bold choice there, but they did have 4 ultimates, so there's not any reason to hold them to the next round as well.
Right.
It is an eco buy for us, so we will take that death with.
I know exactly.
We do have 2 of the best ultimates in the game online right now, the double Omen. It is hard to use those efficiently when you're on an eco round, unfortunately, but I'd love to see some creative usage of that on the attacker side.
Dak gets 1 here. Dak gets 2. Dak gets 3. Dak gets 1.
Dak gets 1 behind.
Last
Breach can trade it out.
Breach hopefully has some utility to stun him out.
With only a bucky, you have
to... Dak coming up actually.
That was a very large round
for Dak. That's a huge confidence booster for the Lakers.
Last
they
round
almost won that
in the
eco.
half.
That could have been a crazy thrifty for the Lakers.
Sometimes you just have to take those 4Ks and just fuel up the team with those. As a good team leader, you gotta.
It's like we have the ability to win this game for sure.
Yeah, this is looking a little dire at the moment. 10-1 is a hard way to go into the last round of the half, but GVSU will pull back eventually, I imagine.
Yes.
And then we're hoping for some quick rotations here. It doesn't seem like they're faking very often. They're just running it down.
Yeah, they are definitely not respecting the Lakers, which is something that I completely understand given the current score of this game, but you have to remember that.
Up from Dak right there.
The Tour de Force. Tour de Force is what the ultimate is called. The Tour de Force does take out the Jett, just like I was talking about. You eliminate the Kingpin, and then all of a sudden the rest of it
Which is my favorite television show, Daredevil. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I haven't seen Season 3 yet. That's a joke. I have seen Season 3. Looks like they're going to lead towards A here. We do have Nemo holding the site. At least getting some early info there. Hoping for some...
Nemo's.
We're getting timing around the box there, unfortunately. Dory does get 2. Blue Dragon's going to have to come in and get some serious work done. There's a good TP out there.
Yeah,
the
shadow
breach
step
ult is
absolutely
brutal
huge.
there after the kill. But it is the last round of the
Spike
half, so you may
planted.
as well let it rip. It is a 3v2 with an op on retake, so we're hoping. Oh, picks up a Vandal. We did see some magic last round, and he has less opponents to kill this time.
Last player standing.
There's one.
There's
That's
one
how it
for
starts.
Dak. Dory
And they're
does
both
get
off site,
tagged down a little
1-1.
bit. We do have the flat or the aftershock coming through.
Back a little wary of a flank from the Cypher since he has been doing that this game. But we're seeing Chamber Cam or Cypher Cam pulled out there to see if
7 bullets left for Dak. Unfortunately, not able to get it done. So we do have in a 1-11 half here. It is still doable for the Lakers, but it is going to be pretty
Switching sides.
difficult.
I have seen Fnatic pull this off in Valorant Champions, so this is very doable for the GVSU squad.
That is true. It's all about mental, I think.
Yeah, as long as they can pull it back, as long as, I don't know who the IGL is, but as long as they're keeping the energy up, we should be in good shape here.
Yes.
3 sites always a good sign for the attackers when you're down. It feels good to come back on a map like this.
It does. It does. And it feels terrible for the other team. So if we're able to squeak this one out, even in overtime, it will be a huge mental blow for Fisher.
And we will take those going into the next round. If you're calling this game a loss at this point, which I am certainly not, GVSU has more than the ability to take this game. If you call it a loss, if you're down 12-1, let's say, you can then take your time, turn your brain off in terms of what's going on in the game and just try and focus on your mental for the next game and just completely reset and have no baggage going into the next round. And they're hitting this B site completely unobstructed as they're having to flood in from both links there. Spam through the smoke there from the Omen with a Sheriff. That's a unique site. Double flanking out. Oh, Limp gets 2 and then gets traded out by Blue Dragon. Very nice by Blue Dragon.
3-piece there for Limp, but 2 are still traded back.
One enemy remaining.
Blue Dragon
Last
is
on
popping
C.
off
They
here.
might know that Cypher has been playing on C since his trip was on B and they didn't see him. Or this is Breach, my apologies. Yeah, it seems like they are wary of the
They're
Breach being
aware.
on A.
They know what's happening. They think that Breach is over there. That's a good call from them. They must have seen some utility come out early round from that. They are just going to walk on over to the C site. Ooh, they almost get caught by the timing from defender spawn there. They're going to plant. Hopefully they plant safe. They are not planting safe.
But that's okay. As long as
Dory
we
is
can
quite
time
close.
here.
Dak
Go
with the
down.
smoke out. Does see him in this Batman smoke view.
Got out of the Breach stun. And there we go.
Pistol taken for the
Pistol
Lakers.
taken.
4-piece from
That's how
Blue
it starts.
Dragon.
Huge.
Absolutely huge.
It all started with that trade on the Cypher and the Omen there in A-Link as they ran out. Very bold move to push all the way through A-Link when you had sight like that on B, but I do really appreciate that play. That's the kind of thing I'd like to see. A full, they did a full loop-de-loop around the map, and that's good stuff.
And
good stuff from the Lakers.
I am not sure who it was at the start of the game when we first started watching, but I did see on the scoreboard here, thank you, shout out to Corey from the production staff for showing us the scoreboard. I do believe that we did see Jet is now 13-7, was
There we go.
she 11-0 before you said?
That was
So
the
definitely
scoreline.
cooling down a bit. It's quite unfortunate for her, but fortunate for us. It's all about that mental.
Numa was practicing.
Going out.
And then just a quick question to the viewers here. Are you able to hear us over the game audio? We are still troubleshooting
Spike down
things, so
A.
have some grace with us, and we just wanted to know if you are still able to hear us over the game audio. So Dak swings towards Sewers, does manage to take out Samo, and Blue Dragon takes down Dory. This is a free A site, 3v2 situation for the Lakers. They do have the weapon advantage here. We do have one of the Fisher Falcons coming in from the flank at long. That's the Cypher. We should know about this. We are very well aware of this. Blue Dragon is holding this angle, and we do have the Omen and Limp up in heaven. Will Shadow step out and fake teleport himself, trying to bait Adam, and does manage to bait Adam.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Limp gets 3 there.
And Limp
Wraps
does
up
get
the
3, and unfortunately the Lakers will lose this round. And Fisher will move to match point.
Now, is that a thrifty or did they force up for this?
They forced up.
Okay.
My ultimate is
That is a
ready.
little bit brutal. It is 2-12. You can kind of call this a map loss at this point in terms of the mental game. You do want to stay a step ahead of the
Match
opponent
point.
and just kind of reset from here.
What are you talking about to your team if you're Coach SkyX?
If I'm Coach SkyX at this point, I'm saying, shake this off. This was a warm-up game. This didn't count, essentially. We're not here to show the world that we're the best in Game 1. We're not the best Game 1 players in the world. We're the best of 3 players in the world.
That's
kind
right.
of thing. So
One
we're
map
looking for it.
is whatever, but what's really important is how we're able to come back from this for the rest of the series. We are unfortunately dealing with some more technical difficulties, so we are back to the camera on monitor cam here in the LEC.
Once again, shout-outs to Campus View.
Yes, shout out to Campus View, shout out to Grand Valley State, shout out to everybody, shout out to our director Riley Long for making this all possible. Shout out to the production staff especially. This would not be possible without them. They are the undisputed best of all time. The GOAT.
Unsung heroes.
Yeah, the unsung heroes. definitely. So we do see the Lakers are moving in here towards the B bomb site. We do have some smokes coming out from Blue Dragon.
And it does look like we did opt for a half buy here. Just a couple stingers, maybe a judge or two.
I believe I see a sheriff on Ryherd there who's sitting up very far in his seat. He means business. He means business, David.
This is the last round. In economic standards, you're going to either win the round or lose the map. So forcing up is the right play.
Looks like
obviously.
a 2v1 situation here for the Lakers, and map 1 is unfortunately a
take that
loss
loss,
for the
yeah.
Lakers. So
nice work to the Fishers there. Not much to say about that other than we got run over a little bit.
Yep. So we're going into this next map. I believe that SkyX is going to talk to them about just maintaining their mental, making sure that we have a good grasp on what to do next. Unfortunately, I do not have the map pick for map 2, but we can expect it to likely be the map pick of Fisher. So hopefully Grand Valley State will be able to come back and take Fisher's own map pick away from them.
Yeah, we're hoping to see some good plays here. If you're in college playing for a team that is not necessarily funded, they're not making a tuition here or anything like that. One of the most important things you can do is learn a lesson from this. So the ability to take the game loss here and turn it into a game win in the future, even if it's not against the Fishers, is a big deal. So hopefully SkyX can kind of
and
flip
SkyX
this
he's good at what he does. We've heard that he is actually a professional coach, I believe. So it is very good that we have the resources available to pay a coach like SkyX, and we do have some other backup coaches who I am unfortunately blanking on the names for. But shout out to all of the coaching staff here at Grand Valley. They are all very valuable, and they are super duper important for everything that we do. And just shout out to them in general. They've done a lot of great work with the teams. I mean, we saw the Lakers 26-0, whomever they were facing last week.
Yeah, and to be a coach that is coaching people who can't dedicate their whole lives to the game is a tough challenge for sure. These people have full-time jobs essentially in that they're going to Grand Valley State University full-time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them also have part-time jobs because you have to afford the college at some point.
Yeah.
So to also be playing Valorant on top of that and with the goal to improve, to learn from SkyX and do what you can is a large task.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the players as well.
Seriously.
Giving us a show at the very least.
And these games, and I'm talking about the status of this map right now. We only lost map 1, but it was quite a convincing defeat, unfortunately. These losses hurt. They're very difficult to come back from, but if you are willing and able to look into why you lost, you can learn the most from these games. We're going to learn more from that map on Haven than we learned from the whole series last week.
Yeah, a 26-0 is not something that you can look at and get any real lessons from. Maybe on the micro scale, what you have to look at mechanically, but on the macro scale, you're not going to be able to pick anything up because everything worked.
Well, they weren't even buying armor in the last series last week. It just wasn't happening.
That's
it wasn't
just not a
something they
learnable
needed.
experience. The emotional maturity learned from taking a loss like this and spinning it is also a big deal.
It's humbling.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt pretty bad, but the ability to take that hurt and turn it into something. You can always put this on a resume and say, I lost really badly. Every interview has the what's the worst time you've ever had in whatever scenario. And you can always bring this up and say we turned it around. The next, we say we lose the next map, that would be a heartbreak and unexpected from the Lakers. But going into the next match next week, we could always see a huge rebound, and then they could say, look at what we did. We lost that last map badly, and then we turned it around into a huge win, and that's always what we want out of these players.
Yeah, definitely. And it is, like you said, we're going to learn so much. We have 7 days until the next game, and it is really just going to be great to see what the Lakers are going to be able to come up with in this next week. Just a quick reminder, we are participating in the GVSU Student Philanthropy Week starting on the 23rd, a couple days ago, until the 30th. So if you are so inclined, please navigate to the Discord where the donation link resides. You can send that out to your family. If you send that out to your friends, anybody who has the ability to donate, even $5. If we are the club with the most amount of donations by the end of this week, we will get a little bit of a bonus, I believe. So that'll be really great. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you, Grand Valley, for allowing us to do this. And thank you, everybody, all of our sponsors, everybody.
Thank you to production. And speaking to production, could I get my headset turned up just a little bit? The game was a little bit quiet. That would be great. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm hoping to see Abyss. We did say that they were prepared for Abyss and Haven. I'm hoping to see at least hear from the team at some point what that preparation looked like. But if we get to see Abyss and that's a little bit too loud, in my opinion.
just a touch loud.
Just a little loud in my ears of myself. But
yes, We are sorry once again about the all of the technical difficulties and the production delays that we are experiencing. We are working to make the stream even better. Unfortunately, over the summer we had a technology incident, which is forcing us to remake everything. So we are building it back up from the ground. And shout out once again to the wonderful production team for the countless hours that they've put into this. And I've been here in the studio this week and last week listening to them try to troubleshoot all the issues and work towards it. And it has been great to hear people who actually know what they're talking about trying to fix it, because we have a great production staff. So quick thank you to all of them.
Yeah, it's a thankless job. You never get to be in front of the camera like I am here. You know,
Right.
I'm showing my beautiful face to all the audience, but it's we did get to see the storyline of the game at the very least. We did jump in a little bit late, but that's neither here nor there. When it's 0 to 5, we take whatever we can get.
Definitely.
And so it's nice to see at the very least we get the campus view cam showing with the player view at the very least. So we can keep up a little bit and keep it going through those production difficulties, and they're doing a great job back there.
Yeah, so I do see that it does not look like the team is in too bad of spirits.
No,
they
they
don't look
look
too
fine.
down. They look like they're chilling like cucumbers.
Yeah, I would say cucumbers is accurate. My headset is still a little bit loud. I can hear myself think is the best way to describe
That might be
it.
your ADHD.
It could be. That could be the ADHD coming out.
The
You know
Adderall XR wore off.
what? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and our premier team is actually directly across from our club team, another division of the esports team here at Grand Valley. So it's very cool to see them, playing at the same time across from each other. I do believe they're just playing ranked across from each other, but that's neither here nor there. They are there to support, and
We have a great
showed their.
we have a great Valorant ecosystem here at Grand Valley State University. We have 3 full teams, I believe, maybe even 4. I could need a fact check on that, but I believe we have 3 teams. We have our game changers, we have our premier team who are watching, and we have the club team. So shout out to all of our players. Shout out to all of them for dedicating their time to representing the university and allowing us, like I said earlier, to grow as an esports organization and allow us to focus on becoming the place that people want to go. We want to be that school.
Grand Valley is a great university overall. I had a couple hiccups at the end of my education career, but that's neither here nor there. The university was not at fault for that, I would say. Let's leave it at that, I'd say. But yeah, it's great to see that there's some camaraderie going on with the 2 squads there. And I imagine if we could form a triangle of computers, the Game Changer team would also be there. So good to see that. Back when it was the Rocket League team as the first club, we did have 3 teams as well. But those games are 5 minutes long, not 45 minutes long. So.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to all of the other wonderful groups and clubs and subsections and games of our great Grand Valley State University esports organization. We do have currently the Anything But Ultimate Smash event happening in the lower level of Kirchhoff, just outside of the Laker Esports Center. So shout out to them. Shout out to all of our other games. Shout out to Rocket League who played earlier this week. I'm not sure if they were streamed. Shout out to everybody. Just shout out to I just love everybody.
Yeah.
It's like Oprah. You get a shout out. You get a shout out. Everybody gets a shout out.
Yeah,
So.
the Smash Club was one of the clubs that existed prior to the esports club, and actually agreed to join the club as to bump up the numbers and get some more support from them.
Yeah.
And I was good friends with the leader of the Smash Club. Shout out Spear Storms. He's a good guy. We always like to see the different games support each other as well. I always am a big fan of playing Super Smash Brothers. Melee's been a big part of my life in the last couple of years. I love to grind. I've got great friends from that game.
Yeah.
I actually got a new job recently and learned that the guy who sits across from me, my cubicle mate, is one of the people I've been playing with for a while. I
really?
came in and went, "Oh, hey, Ted."
Fantastic.
How that goes. Looks like we're going into the map picks here.
Yes.
as we go into
So
game 2.
from production, our wonderful staff in production told us we are on Lotus, as you see here. The Lakers have all already locked in their team comps.
Yeah.
But that is not the same for the Falcons. So here we have Adam on the initiator role in the Gecko. We have Dak on the chamber yet again. He absolutely kicked some booty, so
Yeah,
it makes
4K
sense
was
that he's
something
back
does
on
work of
that.
art.
We do have Ryherd again on the Breach. Breach is super important, I think, on this map. It's kind of weird to not see a Raze. I feel like I always see Raze.
Psyche
but
is hovering Raze over there, but on our team, Neon has been more popular as she did get buffed before the last tournament cycle. Her slides are a little better and that kind of thing. 2 stuns is very important. The A fight is so important on this map, and the Gecko Molly, Breach stun, Neon slide towards, Omen flash is always going to be a very big proponent or component of the fight there. So it's good to see that we're preparing for things like that. And obviously the chamber up on C is going to be a hard thing to push. he does have a pocket guardian as well for the
Yeah,
econ
that's
round.
true. The Pocket Guardian is. I've always thought that ability is so stupid.
It's very strong. Chamber has been in a weird spot in the meta where he was really strong, got nerfed to essentially insignificance, and came back in a minor way. He just got buffed in the last patch, or
I
maybe
did
2
see that.
patches ago, and so it's nice
Recently,
to see.
yeah.
Nice to see Dak pulling the Chamber back out, because he is a strong agent, especially if you're feeling it. You know, he's an aim-based agent. You have 2 guns as your abilities. You can take confident off angles with the teleport and things like that. So I'm excited to see him pop off again in this game. He
Yeah.
definitely started to pick it up towards the end of that match.
Yes, Dak was the shining star for our team on the last map, so hopefully Dak will be able to replicate some of his success here and turn this into a map win.
And here we are. GVSU on the attacking side to start us out. Fisher on the defense. It looks like they are playing further back than I would expect from the Fisher side, as they're just getting to A with 10 seconds left, and the Gecko is still in spawn. Hopefully he stays there. That would be a nice way to...
Hopefully Gecko's AFK. I'm actually surprised they haven't called a tech yet.
There he is. He's back. But he is late. It looks like we're looking for a C fight because of the ability for the Raise Nade and Fade Cs to sort of shut down the A fight. And it does look like they're taking that space immediately. The Raise already in A lobby over there.
Yes, and Blue Dragon teleports across to C, the other side of C main, so that he can hopefully get a pick if anybody's peeking.
Dak gets,
Unfortunately,
Raise on the flank there.
oh, I didn't even catch that. Yes, Psyche is taken down. Psyche
nice
is
work.
taken down by Dak here.
That's a very nice lurk from Dak, keeping control of A main as they fought so hard. And we have C site. There is still 2 people on site, but there we go. 1 more down. That's 2 kills from the team.
Wingman does get to plant, so we are able to continue holding our angles.
And this is a 5v2.
This is a
retake
5v2
from the defensive
situation
side.
for the Lakers. The only person that is low is Nemo on the Neon. So all Nemo needs to do is just sit back. Hey guys, I got mine. Actually, I don't know
Get
if he
yours?
got his.
He
but
did. Yep.
So yeah, he got
the
his.
entry.
So now get yours.
Yep. And they now know that Gecko's coming from Waterfall, so a quick Neon stun, or a Breach stun and an Omen smoke, just to make sure that Gecko has a hard time coming out.
Yes.
One enemy
Fade
remaining.
is sneaking up with the shorty. That is absolutely.
Now, Shorty is a one-and-done sort of weapon in this pistol round because you have 2 bullets maximum. So
Yeah.
that
So
is an interesting
Samo.
choice.
Samo does get 1, does end up taking Nemo down, but that's okay. We lose 1, we win the round, and that's all that matters. So
We don't mind losing a 1 on pistol either. There's
Yeah.
no gun to recover there. You know, everyone has classics anyways at this round, so, or at least ghosts. I didn't see
Yes.
any sheriffs, and if they did have a sheriff, it was in the pocket guardian of Dak. So
Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. We didn't lose much for Nemo going down, and this is a great start to the second map. Hopefully, what we were talking about with Coach SkyX, actually, they were able to work out some of the kinks.
yeah, it seems like they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
The team is playing confidently now. It's good to see.
Yes, it was great to see them actually confidently peek those angles. We do have
Raze is
the
fighting ground
Raze.
right
Psyche is peeking up towards the ground. Does get
Stunned.
stunned instantly
Very good.
and taken
We
out
won
by
the C
Reinhardt.
fight. Oh, the only defender on C left is Omen, and he does have a classic, and that is it. So we're looking forward to potentially pushing off. But Dak has taken a lot of rebel space here, so they might, reset and go back towards A. Killjoy is pushed up B main, so we do need to be careful of the rotate back. Someone does need to clear it eventually. And we open that door, but do not go through, which is great because Killjoy is again lurked up there. That would be a poor timing to get as they.
That would be quite unfortunate, but we're not sure exactly what kind of weapon the Killjoy has. It does look like it is an SMG, maybe? Oh, it is a Deagle. So
Spike down.
Sheriff
Attacker
instantly
spawn.
takes out Adam.
But good trade from the team. And 1-for-1s are always good on a map like this.
Yes.
Dak was able to grab so much space that he got all the way up to A site there. So they know that at least they can run through the tree, expanding the tree just to make sure.
Coming
that-
through.
Yes, so we do have the full A site control for the Lakers. We do have the opposing Fade down in
They did
drop.
force up that Ares though. I do not believe we bought an Ares. And they do have the 3 people on site here.
So this is going to be a tricky hold for the Lakers at close range against those pistols. Those pistols do quite the work at close range, especially with that classic right click.
One enemy remaining.
Reinhardt combining for 4 here so far. Let's see if he can manage to get the ace.
No
Limp
ace,
takes
but
out
4 kills
1.
is big.
Last player standing.
Going here? Oh, heartbreak for the Lakers here. Oh no. A 3K from Limp to take it back from the Lakers
Yes,
there. That was
great
unfortunate.
play from Limp. Rather
Clutch.
unfortunate the Lakers do lose that second round play, but that Ares is just so slept on. Even today, it's been so good for the past 3
Yeah.
years, and
They did
nobody
buff
uses it.
They buffed the gun now that it does kill in 2 headshots now, under 30-meter range. So definitely more people picking it up on their eco rounds. It does look like we're going to have buy here, at least get enough, maybe buy for next, but have enough to do some damage. to their-
Definitely. Just make
their
sure that we
first round.
can try to make it a little bit more expensive for them.
Yeah.
I do see the Odin. I think I saw on the other side there for the Falcons.
Spikes here.
Hopefully we don't run into that one.
Yeah, the Odin is brutal on Lotus. There are so many paper-thin walls that you don't expect to be paper-thin.
Right, and with the the fact that it shoots so many bullets.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullets, especially on a round where bullets are really important. Where we don't have as many relative.
Dak does
Spike
fall,
down,
unfortunately.
B.
Limp and Rex combined to take out Adam and Nemo. We do have some more contact being taken here. The Lakers are in control of the spike still, but they're being pinched from every side. Ryhard manages to get one.
I think that's 6 and 2 for Ryan. Maybe 7 and 2. He's doing well this match.
Yeah, Ryhard is definitely kicking some behind. 6 and 2 here, followed up by Blue Dragon. So the Lakers are still very competitive in this game, led by Ryhard on that Breach. Breach is an agent that can have so much agency, even if he's not playing well. But if you have a Breach that's playing well, you constantly have rolling thunders up. You constantly have all of your abilities. You have so much money that you can really make a positive impact for your team on the game.
Yeah, Breach is one of those low info, high impact initiators where he can't get much info on where the team is on the other side of the map there, but he does have the ability to turn them off essentially and stun them, blind them, push them out of tight corners. They do have double Odins on the side of Fisher here on the Fade and the Omen there.
Well,
they do have Omen ultimate up. We have Breach ult for the
I got
a
spike.
one fight or a
Spike
trade out.
down.
instantly
Spike
traded
drop.
out. Nemo takes out Dory. That's huge. The
It is
Gecko
unfortunate
utility is
to
so
lose
strong.
our top frag there. You know, it's always nice to see
There.
the guy with the momentum going. I'm sure he's doing just fine with that trade. The trade was instant, so he was in a good spot anyways. You can't fault yourself.
His energy going forward.
Oh, a
Instant
walkout from
Samo
the
picked
smoke.
out by Adam. They are going to break secret door. They do not know if anybody's on site, but we can see that the Killjoy is there. So we do have one person on stairs, a little bit too high on the spray there from Blue Dragon, but we are going to re-smoke and cross over into the B bomb site. It looks like that is currently being
And there
held
are
by
two towards
Killjoy.
A, so it's a good idea to leave that site, especially since there's only one on B and none on C. And we do have a lurk out towards Mound from, I believe that is Dak over there. So they do know that.
I'm out of here.
I didn't know that there was a hole right
Yeah,
there.
there's a hole there. You can throw laser at you, you can throw Deca Flash
Great
at
pick from Nemo.
you.
They
One
do have
happened.
the site.
You got the plant down, so that's huge for us. This is a huge retake, and we do have a flank that will clear out C main. There are none.
One
Psyche does
enemy
take
There
down
it is.
Adam,
Dak
but
gets
Dak
on the
takes
flank.
down Limp, and Limp is honestly the
Maybe
king.
attacker
He's the
one.
linchpin.
That was a
So-
huge sea walk from Dak there to get one down. Obviously, we were in a good spot regardless, but
Yeah.
now we have the Neon Ultimate online. We saved Breach ult there. We
outta
didn't have to
here.
use it on our first gun round, so we do have some good options here.
This game is definitely winnable for the Lakers. We do see a relatively dire econ situation here for Fisher. We have 2 rifles, 1 SMG, and 1 shotgun, and 1 classic.
And I doubt that we'll see that Vandal be held because there's no ability for a hero rifle to, recover the next round. It's not a jet with knives or a chamber
Yeah.
with an operator there.
So
it's
hero
hard to
rifle, high risk, high reward for
High
sure.
risk, high reward. They do hope that this goes well for them, and they don't have any heavy pen weapons, so they can't do the same wooden spin shenanigans we've been seeing.
We do see 3 of the Fisher Falcons
Psyche kills
pushed
Dak
down.
on the flank, unfortunately. So there's going to be actually a large flank through, and they're going to come through. We do use the Breach ultimate to clear out C site. One in the smoke there. They're going to have to hard clear that smoke as they push
Yes,
through.
we do have the Omen
That
sitting
timing
in
can be
his
quite bad
smoke
'cause he
like a
does have a
little
shotgun.
rat with the Bucky shotgun. Limp does manage to get 1, does manage to get 2 taken out by Nemo. Psych and Rex.
That kill on the Dak was huge. The hero rifle does work out for them. I believe it was a sheriff that killed Dak, but very big.
There's 3 of them pushing him anyways.
Yeah, that's a hard fight. Yeah, he has been fighting it alone. That's a good adaptation from Fisher. And now we may see a bigger lean towards A from GVSU as they try to counter the counter strat, essentially. It's a good thing to see as they go. Unclear where we're going at the moment for GVSU. The Fishers have been stacking A every round, so I imagine that any amount of fight there, it is a late buy from us this round. Any amount of fight there is going to potentially go their way as long as they can play it correctly. But they're not wasting too much utility. They're just open speed.
Psyche does manage to take down Blue Dragon. Rather unfortunate to lose right off
But
the
there are
bat.
4 on A, so that might be enough to call
4
off a
on.
rotate.
I don't know if we know exactly how many are here, and
We've
I
seen quite
think
a
we're
bit
kind of
utility,
trapped.
yeah.
We do have the showstopper coming out for Psyche. They're
Spike
on to Adam
down
and does
A.
now have control of the spike. The Lakers are in a dire situation here. They'll take some absolutely stunning plays to win this. Ryhard gets
Big.
2. Traded
One
3.
enemy
3 from
remaining.
Ryhard, and the
That
Dak
is
manages to
huge
get
from
Limp.
Ryhard, and he gets a gun from that.
So this is a
potentially.
2v2 situation, and the Lakers have more weapons than they know what to do with. This is a 1v2 situation for the Killjoy for the Falcons.
And the Killjoy is all the way on C site towards Waterfall there. It's not going to be a useful.
Rex is trying to figure out where to go. Do I go to B? Do I go to C? Do I let my utility fall off on C? Where do I go? What do I do?
Killjoy being limited by the range there does actually impact them this round. It's hard to say if the Cypher would be a better pick for this round specifically and what their play would be. You know, it's a lot of comfort at this level. We're not hyper optimizing the game quite yet. So a lot of comfort picks here, I imagine, for the teams.
Yes.
We do get the plant down, and it is just a Killjoy with essentially no utility. She may have a molly or two, but
I think they're both placed on the site there.
yeah, no utility. She could pull back her turret and alarm bot, but that's not much used for taking space.
Yeah.
Just holding her own flank essentially would be the utility there.
So they're
And
playing a
Go ahead.
They're playing a double hold here in tree. This is going to be kind of
An
difficult
up-down,
for the
yeah.
Killjoy to clear out without any smokes.
Especially with the chamber teleport being placed, being
That's
able
right.
to hold Dak
We-
accountable there. If she swings at head height,
Fault
Dak can
line
get the
for
kill
Reinhardt
and
up in
teleport
5.
out. This will be a tap and get off the bomb, I imagine. Oh, she's just going to dry swing.
Thrifty.
There we go. Thrifty.
Thrifty
Four
here
kills
for the
from
Lakers.
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt,
Very big.
boom.
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 That's exactly what I would have said, Ben. Nice work.
Killed them with guns, that guy did.
Yeah.
10 and 4 for Reinhardt, followed up by Dak, 4 and 3.
And we have 4 ultimates online. This is going to be a hard round for Fisher to win, potentially, if we play this correctly. Gecko ultimate is huge for taking the sites. Neon ultimate, especially with the movement ability and being able to stun and slide right past them. 3 headshots is all it takes against full armor. So.
It takes a lot of micro ability, definitely, to use Neon effectively.
Yeah, Neon is a hard age.
She is super fun.
Ben is typing on the chat here while I'm looking down at his iPad. So
I'm doing
Here
no
in the
such thing.
chat.
I cannot confirm nor deny the allegations here, but the Lakers are getting into this round 3-3. They are just going to fast push towards the C bomb site. They do instantly take out the Killjoy utility. Killjoy is stuck here on stairs. Will she manage to get one? Does manage to get one. Instantly traded out by Adam. The Lakers do have control of the site, but we do have Omen here towards Waterfall.
and you are going to use those Gecko ultimate response to the Fade ultimate just to take it down. It is spammed down, but it does get some information that there's no one top side at the very least. The Fade ultimate means that you can't hear, unfortunately.
3v4
But
situation
Chamber
for
coming
the
back in for
Lakers.
round 2, wrap up this round here.
Blue Dragon here on the stairs position. Very powerful position here for denying the defusal on the bomb. It does look like the thrash for the Falcons does go a little bit wide. Does not manage to get Blue Dragon.
One enemy remaining.
2v1 situation here. Little Fade is the last one here on the site. Has been sitting here the whole time.
Last player standing.
Samo does manage to get one. Adam is down to 26 HP. This is going to be so
Time is
close
low.
here for the
Time is a
Lakers.
weapon here for the Lakers. And ooh, what a flick from Samo there.
Crisp,
And he
clean
does have
lock,
it by
boys.
about a second, unfortunately. If you were unaware, you can count to 12 once it starts beeping fast. And then it's
Clutch.
12 16th notes if you may, and that is when you have the time to defuse.
If you're so musically inclined.
If you're so musically inclined. Still, very good round. We did not use too many ultimates, just the Gecko ultimate there. And we still have 3 ultimates to go. The Omen ultimate has not been used by the GV Lakers in either game so far. I'd like to see it be utilized at least to put some fear into the hearts of
It's the worst part of his
Fisher.
kit.
It is the worst part, which is insane because of how many kills it takes. But I would love to see it used just to strike some fear. Teleport somewhere where they can't hear you and dismiss it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that does is pull one person off the site, and then you've got an advantage. That's a big thing to do, especially when you consider it a useless ult. You know, just use it for what you can.
The whole thing is about mind games with Omen.
Yeah.
I'm an Omen merchant for sure. The whole thing is just about mind games. It's trying to make the enemies guess where you are. We do see that Gecko is pushed up here onto Rubble here with the raise, so this is going to be quite difficult for the Lakers to push. We do have 4 players leaning over here towards the A bomb site.
This might be a catch on the... Oh, no, Killjoy's on Waterfall. My apologies to the stream. We do have Dak pushing up out past his teleport here. A little bit of a risky play as he walks in. He's going to be caught by this alarm bot if he doesn't seek it out. But that's not a big deal. We do have to play the mind games here at GV Esports. And both Mollies pulled from KJ off that alarm bot.
But on the other side of the site, we do have 2 of our Lakers, Reinhardt and Nemo, falling down to the ballistic weapons there of the Fisher Falcons.
Yeah, the A lobby wall is so thin. A Guardian the other way is a good idea if you're on your lighter buys there, maybe the second round of the half. But the Odin the other way is very hard to deal with, especially when they're fighting for control so well.
But
You
the
have so
Lakers
many
do
angles
manage to get
play with.
onto the B bomb site. Psyche does manage to
Psyche
take
gets
one,
and
instantly
gets
traded
traded
back
from
by
Dak.
Dak. We have 2 people on the flank. This is going to be hard for the Lakers to hold. We do have the Pocket Guardian coming out. Dory does manage to get Dak. Blue
is a
Dragon
1v2.
trades out Dory right away. 2 HP here for Blue Dragon. No spike planted. Unfortunately, this is going to be very difficult. They can just play time. Will they get aggressive for it? They will.
Lots
Kind of
damage left to
BM
do,
there
but
by Limp there with the classic right click. I don't know.
The
how I
jump
feel
is a
about
good
that.
strategy there. If the KJ there can follow up behind, you pull the
Mhm.
crosshair and pull it off of the horizontal axis. You want to be aiming on for head height, so it's a good strategy, especially on when you're out of ammo. Presumably, I'm assuming good faith intentions from Fisher there, which may be a little bit generous to let's say, but at the very
Wow.
least, it is the right play to make.
That's right. And that's the thing is that We may be Laker supporters, we may be alumni, we may be former members of the club, but we do respect the competition, the spirit of competition. Remember, all these students are choosing to be here. They are choosing to dedicate their time to represent their universities. So we do want to respect everybody. However, we're Laker fans. So
I do believe I'm a current member of the club. I only graduated one of my majors, so I am still technically a student of Grand Valley, despite not paying any tuition for 2 years. So go team is all I'm saying. I could be a member.
Oh, Nemo,
double kill from Psyche on that.
the showstopper.
But
yeah.
this is our eco round. We do love to see ultimates used from the gun havers in this situation. Because
There
if
you
they
go.
don't have it, and we got one on the way out. That's very big for
Blue
us.
Dragon, they're getting one on Psyche is huge. So, haha.
Yeah, take that, Psyche.
Yeah.
We do have a couple ults online. Still the Omen. I wanna see that used if I'm Grand Valley.
SkyX does call a
SkyX
time
calling
out
the
here.
ult to say, hey, you have to use your Omen. That's the one rule.
I think that's exactly what he's saying. I don't
Yep.
think anything else is coming out. I think it is
Yeah,
just
it's
about
a
the
full
Omen.
minute of he says that and then absolute silence as they let it soak
That's
in.
right. So we do have the cam here for our Lakers. We do have a little bit of supplementary action going on in the background, but we do have our team there. They look like they're in relatively high spirits, drinking the Red Bull. Thank you to Red Bull.
Shout out.
Shout out to Red Bull. They do seem to be in relatively high spirits. They do not look too down here. We can see that all of them, they're gaming. They're gaming.
There are benefits and detractors for being in the Laker Esports Center. We do have the support of the team across from them, but unfortunately there is foot traffic going on behind them as people come in
That's right.
and have conversations.
Open playtime.
It is open playtime, and that we're part of the club. We appreciate the club, but it is a little bit unfortunate that we have to have something pull our focus away in such a pivotal match here for us.
Definitely.
I'm sure they're quite happy to have the support, and they would rather have it than be sitting in their dorms alone. But and we do see some more Odin spamming.
Ironically, it looks like the
on
the other
Lotus for
team
the-
is on
the
Lotus
club
as well.
team, yeah.
So we are back into the
The more
game.
of
I heard the
countdown,
The
yes.
countdown, yes. So we are back into the game. We will count back to it soon.
Let's pretend that we're casting the other Lotus game. Looks like we won that round, and we will be getting a defuse, even though we are on attack on the Premier team. So good for us getting the defuse on our own bomb.
So we do have a lot of utility being used. I believe I just heard a breach fault line being used.
We do get the benefit of the Valorant's well-designed sound engine. We do get to hear all the things going on. So
Riot Games did a few good things with this game.
sound design is definitely one of them.
Sound design is definitely one of them. I like all the little Easter eggs around the maps too. You
Yeah.
have all like the little stuffed animals.
You can tell there's a lot of care in this game, which
Yeah,
is
there's a lot of
very nice to see.
personality.
With a big company like Riot, it can be hard to insert that, and so it's good to see that it's been inserted, and it does help the players. They get to have these cute guns on. That cost too much money in my opinion, but. And we're going to open up B, flash through. Unfortunately, instant trade from Adam.
Instant
Our
trade, that's
trades have been
huge.
huge this game.
Yeah. Bye Limp. That's
Bye,
what
Limp.
you get for the Right Click Classic BM.
It was the right
Alleged
play.
BM.
Yeah, could have been bad matters. You could go either way. We do. The trades are. I'm very impressed by the trades this game.
Look at this Fisher.
You're getting shut down by a sort of superior mechanically team. It's very good to be getting those trades off and just
Definitely.
not letting them get those multi-frag potentials that could be happening.
So Fisher was leaning there towards the C bomb site, but it looks like the Fade. It does have the ability to recognize that we may be pushing towards the A bomb site. We do
the
have
Gecko ultimate to
Thrash
clear
coming
out
out a
Rebel.
little bit far away, but just to clear out some angles. Does manage to get towards site, does not manage to see anybody.
The benefit of the Gecko ultimate is that you can pick it up. As Reinhardt gets that kill on Samo. 12 seconds, but we are getting the plant down right this second. So
Wingman is going to get the spike planted. The lockdown does instantly come out. There are 4 Rex on the Falcons Killjoy, but they can just run into tree and hide from this. Dak does manage to
Dak
get
does
Rex.
another one, yeah.
1v2, 1v3 situation here. I would just save if I were Fisher.
Yeah, this might be a safe scenario just because of the. We have ultimates, we have flashes, we have mollies. It's going to be hard, and it does look like he is running away from.
Runs up the ladder. It's so funny. So we do have the fault line here and the Rolling Thunder. It's going to be quite difficult for Dory to make this round happen.
But you know what?
Last player standing.
A little bit of a caster curse here.
Okay.
There we go. Nice work, Adam. Dory getting 2 there is a little bit stressful for us in the caster booth, but we do close it out eventually, which is good to see. We still have Breach Ultimate online, Omen Ultimate not used. SkyAxe's words falling on deaf ears, unfortunately.
Deaf ears
in
and
the
our
timeout
words
there.
too. Just
the players can hear us. We
No,
are being piped straight
just
into
to clarify, we're not. We have the requisite delay here set by NACE. Just to clarify for anybody from NACE that may be watching or from the opposing school, they do not hear us. We are in a different
room.
room.
They do hear us, but on a 2-minute delay so that they can hear.
And
our
they're not
encouraging
watching
words.
the stream.
Well,
and
it
they're
wouldn't
not
matter
watching
because
the
it's a
stream.
2-minute delay. That's fine.
But we are not in the same room as them. Just
No.
to clarify, we are in a different room. We're in the same building, but different room.
Couple hallways, couple thick doors. They can't hear us, unfortunately. I would love for them.
Nobody
to be
could
able to
hear
hear
us.
Nobody can. Well, production can hear us, and we can hear production. So
That's true.
Thank God for that. I would be so alone in this room with you if we were unable to be heard. And it does look like we're leaning towards C mount. We have a little bit of presence on the B main side of things over there as the door gets opened by the defenders. Oh, it's actually the attackers, but he does expect us to come through, so this would be a great timing for a B lurk. They do see him on the other side of the
Omen
box
is
there.
stuck in there. Limp does manage to get one. Is traded or no? Limp
Somehow
doesn't
the
get one
Odin does
Spike
120 damage while walking. That's an impressive weapon
to the
right
head.
there.
Yeah, that seems balanced, right? Anyways, I am an Omen, not Omen,
player standing.
Odin
This is a
hater.
1v4 scenario for
Blue Dragon can do it. Unfortunately, traded out instantly from the one tap from
Unlucky.
Psyche.
Unlucky, I would say.
We go down 4-7.
4-7, very reasonable. This is an attacker-sided
Yeah.
map, but we are, Chamber is a very strong defensive agent. It's hard to say that the KJ has been particularly impactful on the site hits where she should have been. When she has gotten one or at most on her site holds, but when you get one and die as a sentinel with all of your utilities down, it's hard to say that is worth it necessarily. Chamber, on the other hand, he's less utility-based, more gun-based, so I'm going to be excited to see
He's
that.
the
pull
duelist
out.
of Sentinels for sure.
is.
That's why so many people, including our dear President Term, who is not here.
Who is not with us today, but is still with us.
Yeah, he's still with us, but not with
I
us.
was in his apartment earlier.
That's true.
He
Well,
needs to
I
clean
live
his
with
bathroom.
him, so
I'll tell him
just
that
a heads
much if he watches this back. Definitely needs to clean his bathroom. Looks like we're leaning towards C. We're shift walking up on our eco buy. It does look like we may get some utility out of these shorter range weapons.
We're trying to swing this instantly shared out by Psyche. Psyche does take a little bit of damage, not able to get a second.
Dak living there, full blind, just spraying down is fairly impressive. Oh, a little bit of ping on the
Omen
Omen.
does manage to teleport across, but Blue
He did
Dragon
get
is
him
heads
on
up.
the
That's an
teleport.
Omen diff right there.
Omen difference. He was able to hear and know exactly where that was going.
Pinpointed right there. That's just like me. I'm just like Blue Dragon, bro.
The Fade is lurked up all the way through B, so to leave C here is going to be known about immediately and potentially punished by this.
Hopefully Fade
deep
made
B.
one footstep. That's all that we need. It does appear
It
that
looks like
Dak
we're
is
suspicious
ready
of
for
it, yeah.
this.
There it is.
Dak does manage to get Samo there.
Nice work, Dak. It does look like he's going to go reclaim that gun as well, which is very large
Fantastic.
for the eco buy we had going into this round. It is the last round, so they did force up as much as they could, but we always love to see a Vandal upgrade here.
4v3 situation here for the Lakers. We do have Dak at about 30% HP. He did manage to get a couple of picks there, or one pick, and then we did
30
manage
seconds
on
left.
Blue Dragon to get another 30 HP here for Dak. So it is essentially, all things considered, it's like a 3v3 health-wise. But also, we do have
This is
Psyche
fourth
there
kill.
on about 60% HP. The
Breach
Rolling
up on
Thunder
the
does
C.
come out, does manage to get the Rays down. We do have Thrash coming out here for
10
somebody.
seconds left.
The time is running out for the Lakers, though. They waited way too long. They waited Dak.
Double kill from Dragon there.
Blue Dragon.
Whoa.
Okay, wow. They could have just
4K
played
from
time.
Blue Dragon.
Huge play from Blue Dragon there. I
Huge
believe.
blunder
Is
from
that-
the Fishers.
Switching sides.
wow. So great half, all things considered, from the Lakers there.
Yeah.
So-
7-5 is very respectable. Especially when we have, one duelist. We're having only one duelist. Initiators are great on defense and
Yeah.
offense. Very, very flexible characters there. And it does look like we'll be going for that A fight that I mentioned with a breach stun, a Gecko Molly, and an Omen one way potentially on
I feel like
A
this
main
is
there.
so standard for this map.
It is.
I haven't played that much since this map was added, I must admit. But
No, this is very standard.
I feel like every game, you get like a fade, you get a raise nade, and you send that way.
the mind games on the timings of those things can really be quite brutal, but it does look like we have the Neon as well fighting for this A side, and it looks like the entire team of the Fishers is leaning towards C. So hopefully we can play a little bit of retake here on
Hopefully
Dak.
Dak does manage to get out of here. He has not placed his.
Oh, he gets
Oh,
one and gets out.
he
It
did
only takes
actually
30
manage to-
damage from the
you go.
classic there, so we're quite happy with that result.
Yep.
Because
1
this
for
means that
0
we
there.
can
Dak
fully
does
retake.
manage to get out, uses nothing else, still has 5 bullets in his pocket guardian. Omen is going to
Spike
blind
planted.
through the waterfall position.
And we get another one from Blue Dragon. This is a 5v3. It's going to be a difficult hold here for the Fishers,
great.
especially without their duels, and that's
Nem-
5v2.
Yeah, Nemo takes down Limp. Just a
Rex gets one. Sheriff on the killjoy on
4v2
attack is very
situation.
heads up play there.
Nemo does fall to Rex as well. Rex is going to pop off this round a little bit. Rex manages to get a third. Dory combines for one. One more. 4K for Rex, and the Lakers do fall on the pistol. Great start. I wouldn't take too much away from that. It just came down to guns.
The sheriff there did a lot of work, and the sound of the Gecko wingman going off indicated that Killjoy was stunned and she was not, unfortunately. So a little bit of unfortunate round there, and so we're looking for just what we can do on an eco round here. Something funny like a full stack or a shorty up close, neon slide play sort of thing.
Certainly.
Do the most damage to their economy as you can, and hope for the best.
Definitely, yeah. So the Lakers here, they should feel good about that round, even though they ended up losing it. It was still a good pistol round. Dak does manage to peek up here again. Does manage to pick off Psyche yet again. Bada bing, bada boom, out of the map. 4v5 situation here for the Lakers. Let's see if they're able to do it with their less than miraculous buy here. Samo is aware. Ooh, Nemo does get one traded out by Rex. 1v3 situation. A lot just happened there really quickly.
Plenty of damage. They did get the spike down after the time had gone, but plenty of damage there. Two players taking some significant damage. Low guns here for the next round for Fisher. They did buy on this round last map, so the GV will have to be a little bit careful here as they do appear to have quite the sufficient buy. One Vandal, 2 Bulldogs, Ares, and a Sheriff.
And honestly, I've become somewhat of a Bulldog merchant in recent years.
Yeah, the Bulldog is quite strong, especially if you can control a spray there.
Well, yeah,
two-tap it
and if
fast.
you like right-click, his finger looking good.
Sure is. And we're seeing another lurk out from Dax here. Despite having 2 initiators that can tell where Dax is at, he gets away scot-free. Doesn't get a pick this time, but
he's alive.
He is alive and able to continue to cause havoc to the Fisher team here. And we do have a couple pushing out here as
we are going to flash through here. Limp is hopefully going to go down. Limp goes down. Samo trades out Nemo. Samo gets a second.
That'll be guns for Fisher, unfortunately.
Disastrous there for the Lakers. We do have weapons now for Fisher.
They're out C, but I don't see where the spike is.
The spike is on the A side of the map, I do believe. Yes, being planted currently there by Samo on the fade.
Spike planted.
And they do have Gecko Ultimate for post plant, but we would be happy to see a Gecko Ultimate on an eco round here.
Ooh.
We do have 2 Vandals here.
Quick tap there from Dak.
Is this the bonus round? Am I wrong?
For which team?
Either.
For Fisher, yes.
This is the bonus round.
Yes, but they did buy up. They did buy up. As much as they could. Oh my god.
Nice shots from Dak.
Crisp, clean lock, boys. If I were Dak, I would just save.
Yeah, I think a save there was the statistics analysis right play there, but maybe he just wanted to get one for the momentum there. And he goes, whatever, I have enough for the next round anyways.
Yep, so. No worries at all. SkyX does call the second timeout of the game. What do you think they're talking about here, David?
I think they're just going to be hitting the classics, saying, Omen Ultimate's going to be up in a couple rounds here. We need to be using
this guy in his Omen ult. Oh, man.
I do think that a lot of this is going to be good news for SkyX here. This is an attacker-sided map, but he's going to probably be telling them this is an okay round differential at the moment. Like, this is a very winnable game for the Lakers, especially it seems like the Fishers are just running the same plan. See if they're fighting A or go C, and then if C is too hard, go back A. Dak has gotten a couple picks on that C mound. He's going to be a menace anywhere on the map.
Yes,
if he starts mixing it up, they're going to have a hard time knowing where he is, and the using of 2 info utilities with Gecko's Flash and Fade's Eye is going to be a huge cost to them as they continue to be pestered by the sort of play style that Dak is going for there.
Definitely. So I think that SkyX is just also reminding them, take a step back.
Yeah.
Just take a breath, drink some water. Water is super important. I hope that they all have their water there. No other drinks allowed in the LEC, I believe.
We did shout out Red Bull earlier, but that was just for the hope that they would sponsor us someday.
Well, they do. They're partners with us, I believe.
Yes. But anyways, water only in the LEC, and it does look like we're getting back into the round here, as we can see from the Campus View cam.
Yes, the Campus View cam. Thank you so much again to Campus View for allowing us to see the monitors here. We are going to get back into the round here. I believe we are down 5-10 here for the Lakers. Fisher is leading, but this game is still competitive nonetheless. Nemo does have the Sheriff here. Heavy lean towards the B bomb site.
Nemo is one off the Neon Ultimate there, and we do use the
Tour de
Ultimate as
Force,
well.
yes.
That is a pocket operator. Raze with the judge on the buy round is a little bit
you know how
suspect.
Raze goes. Traded back by Reinhardt 2 for 1 there. Reinhardt does take a lot of damage, though, to Raze. They are
And
just
again,
going
this
to
is an
likely
eco
hold with the shotguns. We do see Omen here close left with that shotgun yet again. Dak does get one instantly traded out by Limp. Samo, did they
Two
just
more
buy
shotguns.
5 of those? I think they bought 5 shotguns. I will not lie to you.
That is
Okay.
too many shotguns, I would say. That is what we in the business call bad manner play.
That's right.
It wasn't 5 shotguns. There was at least 1 rifle.
There
Although
was
they
one.
might have
There was
picked it up.
one rifle. There was one rifle.
Yeah, you know, you have to have fun sometimes. And if you get shotgunned in the face on an eco round, what do? You just say, well, that was a dumb move by them. We could have killed them and taken those shotguns.
Yep.
And in fact, Ryan did the breach there. So what
Yep.
do you do?
So 5-11 here for the Lakers. This is definitely still winnable. The Lakers do appear to have some money. Hopefully, our good friends at Fisher do not have the money, but I know that they will, unfortunately.
We do have Neon Ultimate online, so next round, assuming everything goes
Heavy
well, we
lean here
can
towards
get
the
more.
B-bomb site, too. We do have Fade's Ultimate, which I am
Fade's
unfortunately
Ultimate hits
forgetting
no
the
one.
name of. Yes, that is. They do have full control of the B-bomb site. This is a 5v5 retake situation for the Lakers. We do have the Paranoia coming out for the
Spike
Omen.
planted.
Is that wall bangable?
That wall is bangable by Heavy Pen, yes. And Odin spam there is very strong.
Interesting.
Is Chambers Pocket Guardian
I think
Heavy
it's
Pen?
medium
It
pen.
must be. If
So
you-
we know
no,
about
it
this
also
now.
works. That's going to be hard to get through, unfortunately. That is only a near sight from Odin. Oh, and we got through anyways. Another running gun from the
Samo does manage to take out 2 more. This is a 2v2 situation here. We do have an Odin and another shotgun, I believe, for
Little
the
sight
other
smoke.
team.
One enemy remaining.
And only one Heaven with a shotgun.
Oh, but the
I believe.
bait smoke, the bait on the smoke. The spike is half. Classic v classic
There we
action.
go.
The Lakers do end up taking the round, and Limp does not manage to get.
That is crazy. A little bit of a Pyrrhic victory there for.
That is definitely a
Lima
Pyrrhic
there.
victory. You are correct.
Limp there. You know, congrats on the judge kill, jiggling a corner, but we did get the round.
Yeah. Yep. Fair play, I guess. You know.
They do seem to be enjoying the shotguns. We are being more aware of that, playing a little further away.
The
The kill on
shotgun
the raise there was
merchants.
very good. The close range shot there is hard to hit because of that's only an ear sight from the Omen. The
Mhm.
Rays could see there. Just a good play there as they pushed through Baby Door. And we are modeling Mound this time, expecting them to fight A and dash across.
Once again, they're just exploiting the fact that the Lakers do not have a solid hold on the B-bomb site. They're just in the site. We are aware of it due to the trademark on the site.
This is the disadvantage of having a chamber instead of a Killjoy.
That's
Killjoy
right.
can sort of get that information on the
Spike
B side while
planted.
holding C or vice versa.
The Lakers are here
can
quick
have to
on
do
the
that.
flank. We do have the lockdown here, coming down to just a tidge early.
Yeah, that
We
is
will
plenty
be
of
left
time
with
on
about
the
30 seconds left on the spike when it does end. Will not manage to
Blue
get
Dragon
anybody.
getting the kill on Psyche and Little Door there.
I'm kind of
One
surprised.
more in a secret. And Dak pushing in with his knife.
Rolling Thunder could be huge here. Rolling Thunder close left too, but the shotgun is unfortunately unfazable. Riot, look at that, please, Riot.
Riot, please fix.
Yes, Riot, please fix.
They have found a plan that works there.
Match point.
That is getting shotguns and going into the close range bomb site. I'm hoping to see an adjustment here. 5 judges from the attacking team here.
You cannot tell me
Alright,
this
good.
is not BM.
This is BM, yes, and they're going to hit B again. It appears. Although no, they're leaning towards C this time, expecting the Lakers maybe to adjust towards B, which they have done. At the very least, they will be closer to C for the retake.
That's right.
And retakes against judges will be difficult, to say the least.
You
I'm
know,
hoping
and
to see some jumping maybe with the judge here from Adam.
I would like to see them have a taste of their own medicine. If I do say so myself. We do have the showstopper coming out. Dak is
Big Psyche not shooting it at the chamber there.
does not manage to get literally anything off of that.
But you know, 5 judges. What can you expect?
Yeah.
They're gonna miss the raise open. They're gonna sub Rosa. That's what you get from having 5
Spike
judges.
planted.
We are, of course, having a solid
One for one trade here. Samo does manage to get 2. Limp is now a 1v3 situation here for Adam. It is winnable, but it is going to be quite difficult. Does manage to get 1. Instantly
That
traded
is a
back by
2-0
Limp.
for Fisher.
2-0 here for Fisher University, Fisher College. GG's to all. GG's.
I really
Rather-
do think that was well played by GV. Their
Yes.
trades were on point. You know, that's a hard loss for them 2-0 off of a huge victory last week, but I think that they have a lot to learn from there.
So, rather unfortunately, we do lose. We do fall here to Fisher College, but GG's to everybody. That was a great game, especially in the
Yes.
second map. We saw a lot of promise there from the Lakers. Rather unfortunately, we were not able to close it out, but it was still a good game. We're going to learn a lot from that. I think that we'll learn a lot about our B hold. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll switch up the Sentinel Dak while he is doing quite well on that chamber pick. maybe we swap to something with a little bit more lockdown.
Or maybe 2 Sentinels. Let
Or
him
maybe
keep
2
rocking
Sentinels.
with a character he's comfortable with. And
Definitely.
Killjoy or Cypher is a solid pick on Lotus these days. And Lotus was not one of the maps they had prepped for this week. They were
Yeah,
expecting to see
not
an Abyss
not
as
to my
well, so
knowledge. Yeah, that was a great showing from them.
good learning opportunity.
Yes,
for sure.
definitely. So despite the fact that it was a 2-0, still a lot of promising things here for the Lakers. I honestly wouldn't be too upset.
No, that is we will learn a lot from that as we go through the week with SkyX coaching them through that loss. I'm hoping the players are feeling good about that because I think that they should be feeling quite proud of that.
Yes, so quick note from the production staff, we are going to be streaming Rocket League next Monday, Valorant next Wednesday, and I believe could be streaming Valorant Game Changers this Friday. The Game Changers game was rescheduled. No promises on that game. We would like to get that done, so hopefully look out for that. We will be posting about it on socials, I am sure. I hope that we are able to stream that game because you know that we love our Game Changers here. So thank you all so much. Just one last quick reminder, we are participating in the Student Philanthropy Week. Please send the link that is currently in the Discord to any friends and family if they have the ability to donate. We would so appreciate it. We already appreciate everything that you do for us. It would help fund food at events, traveling to LANs, jerseys, anything we've got. So it would be absolutely fantastic if you would be able to help us out, and but please, no obligation if you cannot. Obviously, if you can, we would appreciate it. I just received word from the production. She made a joke that it pays her salary too. So there you go. You can help support our wonderful production staff here. So thank you all so much for joining us. I am Imperium, and that is Deltadoid, and we have really appreciated you guys coming out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.